Welcome, Chris. How have you been enjoying H-Town so far?
Everything has been great so far, Mr. Morey. The fans have been awesome, the organization is very well run, and the team seems to have great chemistry. I can't believe you convinced Clutch the Bear to get shot out of a cannon just to impress me. That was amazing.
To impress who? Oh. Oh. Right. Yeah, that was totally planned. Didn't you just laugh your ass off when that stupid bear was flailing his bare arms around helplessly in the air? Freaking exceptional. God, I hate that bear with every fiber of my being. But let's get down to brass monkeys. So do you think you'd be interested in playing basketball here in Houston? I've got a plane to catch soon, all-night poker tourney at Kevin McHale's place, and then me and Bill Simmons are going to do shrooms and enter a demolition derby with twin backhoes. Epic.
Well, I am certainly going to consider playing here. Houston seems like a place you'd be able to raise a family and all, but I am a little worried about hurricanes. You can't predict hurricanes, you know. They can come out of freaking nowhere, man.
Hurricanes? You want to talk about hurricanes? There could be hurricanes anywhere. There could be a hurricane behind your ears right now. Don't be so naive, bro. There are no hurricanes anywhere. Galveston has a pristine coastline. Washington Avenue has been removed of all douchebags. The Astrodome is being torn down to pave way for 17 more barbecue restaurants. Jerome Solomon is being accosted with a 3-iron, and Chase Budinger is the Black Joe Johnson.
What the hell does any of that mean?
Nobody knows, but doesn't it kinda make sense? So what did you think of the website, HoustonForBosh.com? Wasn't it pretty clever? Not too cheesy. Just the facts. That's how we do it big here in the H.
Yeah, I like that whole fan site thing. I saw the LeBron James to Dallas one. It was kinda cool.
Dude, that website sucks a walrus wiener. Did you hear that crappy song they had? That predictable autotune beat was generic trash. Seriously, the guy's singing was like something T-Pain would crap out into a golden toilet after a night of purple drank and lower-end video hose. It was garbage with a capital G, and besides, Mark Cuban looks like Joaquin Phoenix after a 12-day Krispy Kreme binge.
Haha. I didn't know you were into hip-hop, Daryl.
You kidding me, dog? I used to kick it back in the day with Questlove. This was before I used a spreadsheet to convert the Q in his name to a question mark, and then traded him his legal birth certificate for the rights to 20% royalties on every song the Roots have ever recorded. Plus I have a platinum chain with the words Dork Tupac. You know how I'm saying?
I really don't know what you're saying.
Good, this is exactly how I got Donnie Walsh to throw in those 2 first-round picks and Jordan Hill. Then, finally, I was rid of that over-the-hill, cupcake-eating piece of worm-ridden filth. But enough about Brian Cook.
You have your own laugh track?
Yeah. I figured as long as I sound like Stephen Hawking on a sitcom I might as well embellish it. Listen, if you will, to a calling to arms, from a young woman who has just bore her first child, to the hearts and minds of every man who has ever stepped foot on these fruited plains, for every young boy who dreamed of being Michael Jordan's water boy, for every little girl who dreamed of being Dirk Nowitzki, for every illegal immigrant suddenly sporting a Robin Lopez jersey, for every domesticated horned owl that remains a prisoner here in our own free, democratic state of moral opportunism. We shall have our voice heard, Mr. Bosh. We shall rise again, and conquer the universe yet. We shall erect statues of those who have lived up to the challenge. We will bring the battlefield to them, and they will in turn bring to us a champion. Now I know I haven't been making a lot of sense here today. But if you can find it in your heart to give the city of Houston a chance, just one tiny little chance, to show you that sometimes it isn't all about the money, the fame, and the beaches with non-brown water. Sometimes it's about the heart. Chris, if I have imparted anything to you today, it is that I'm probably the most insane person on planet Earth, and of this I'm well aware, but regardless of that fact, if any of the gibberish I just spewed came close to sounding like a heartfelt, coherent thought, please keep Houston in your consideration. And don't forget, if you don't come here, I have a bottle of raw hypnol and Donnie Walsh on speed dial.
Duly noted.